Hello, I'm Louis Ackermans.
And I'm Amanda Martinez.
Get ready, West Broward.
Because this is Bobcat Broadcast. With Halloween just passing, it marks the end of October.
But before we move on to the rest of the holiday season, let's look back at all this month has given us.
On today's show, we will observe how an artist utilizes her craft to address issues that are important to her.
What the Jamaican United Relief Association does every year to celebrate its culture and independence.
Why the media is losing its credibility in the eyes of the viewer.
And much more. Art is a very common tool used to express one's thoughts. For social activist Rosa Nede Garmendia, art is used to address issues that plague our society. Social commentary mixed with a new approach to showcasing her work makes Miss Garmendia one of a kind. Daisy DeLeon has more information.
Research and reading and comparing notes.
Artist and social activist Nadai Garmedia focuses her artwork primarily on raising awareness on the need for acceptance where it counts the most, in the differences of others and the strength we create when we all come together.
The work that I'm doing now is a little more challenging as far as people's reception, and it's actually what I'm interested in the conversation, is showing people something that they may not be willing to confront, something maybe they don't want to think about. But I think art can do that if you want it to, and that's what I'm focused on, trying to raise awareness, to have a conversation through art about what is happening.
Utilizing her artwork as an outlet for social activism, Garmedia inspires others to speak out.
Through making art and being around artists and in institutions that value art, you learn how to be more tolerant of different opinions, of different ways of looking at things, different experiences. So I think that's been one of the biggest lessons for me and important. And also I think today in the United States, through art, you're able to express yourself freely, I feel. There's other realms where you really can't say what you think.
Art allows many alike to express their differences in a way that allows others to embrace them for their strength.
We are all different individuals, but we have commonality. So while some of us are tall, some are not tall, some are from different countries, we bring different, especially in a city like Miami, we have a lot of different experiences, but we also share things. So when I talk about being an immigrant, well, I share that with a lot of other people. When I talk about maybe complexion, about English not being my first language. So diversity, I think, makes us richer.
Recently, many artists have taken refuge in the streets of Miami, expressing their individuality and creative diversity through their artwork to make for a stronger society. This has been Daisy DeLeon reporting.
To an outside viewer, chorus may seem like any other activity. You show up, participate, then go home. But to the people in choir, it's much more. Through their differences in race, culture, and religion, the people of West Broward's chorus have managed to create an everlasting diversity in the program, allowing them to rise amongst the rest. Maria McCormick has more in their story.
Strength is found not in uniformity, but in diversity. West Broward's Choir Club has definitely shown this statement to be true, with diversity amongst the club being the backbone to the variety of their performances.
Okay, I'm Javier Diaz. I'm the director of course studies and keyboard and guitar at West Broward High School. So I teach vocal technique, music theory, and then I teach in repertoire, the pieces that they can actually play or sing in the classes.
This array of different cultures, personalities, and opinions intermingling as one creates an eclectic group of individuals who don't hold back from exploring their options.
I always wanted to be a singer at first, but I really didn't know what I wanted to do as a singer, because as a singer, of course, you need to have technique. And I thought maybe talent would just get you anywhere, but you have to have technique and you have to have a strong foundation. And through chorus, that helped me realize that, and I'm able to perfect my craft and be better.
I think to be in chorus, you need to actually love music. You can't just be in it because you want to do the club. You need to have a passion for it. And sometimes you need to learn how to sing, obviously, but when you receive the material, the music will just come to you, which is actually quite cool.
I was new to the school last year, so I just joined last year for this choir, but I did choir at my school before. This choir is a lot more fun and it's a lot more of a family atmosphere. Some other ones I did, it was, just do the music, then we're done, like don't talk to anyone, but this one's really cool and Mr. Diaz is a really positive teacher.
Music is an incredible opportunity for them to get inspired, to play sometimes pieces that they don't know. Their music comes from different backgrounds. It's a diversity of countries, diversity of composers, diversity of genres of music that give them the opportunity to know the world without being in different places. They can play music from Germany and they haven't been there. They can play music from South America, they haven't been there. And they can study a little bit about these cultures and how the music affects those cultures too. And you can tell, that diversity definitely gives us a nice, rich color of sound. Because when you have different accents and people have musical backgrounds from other countries, they give us a special musical flavor, right? Let's call it that way, that allow us to try different music, different styles, and we really enjoy that.
West Broward's Choir Club found their strong identity not by ignoring differences, but embracing the ones they had right in front of them. This has been Maria McCormick reporting for Student Television Network.
The Jamaica United Relief Association works to instill pride in the hearts of Jamaicans all over South Florida. And every year they come together on Jamaican Independence Day to celebrate Jamaica's freedom as well as indulge in their rich and vibrant culture. Sabrina Howell and Amanda Martinez have more on this extravagant event.
Glamour, delicious foods, and amazing outfits, the Jamaican United Relief Association Gala has provided a way for island natives to show off their pride for their home country.
That's right, Amanda, and not only was the night a complete success in celebrating the independence of the nation founded over 50 years ago, but it gave attendees the chance to dance and have a fantastic time.
I know I sure did. I hope everyone had a great night and we're all excited for next year's ball.
On to another year of independence. This has been Sabrina Howell
and Amanda Martinez reporting.
Now that we've gotten a look into what's happened this month, it's time for a commercial break.
When we get back, we'll explore what the gaming community of South Florida has to offer.
And more about the crisis of media and journalism.
We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Jane Bell. I'm 18 years old and I'm America's pop star drag queen.
Welcome back.
Among all the activities for residents of South Florida, arcades are becoming a new favorite. The Silver Ball Museum provides dozens of games, old and new, that has managed to attract all sorts of people to make for an overall fantastic gaming experience. Amanda Costa has the story.
While most people don't see Florida as a major gaming spot, the growing number of arcades being built says differently. The Silver Ball Museum provides dozens of games, venturing from modern to vintage. Having been established in 2016, the establishment has brought people from all over to play and have fun.
It is a museum. We do have all the games are set up where they have the history on the games. So we have a lot of schools that come in and they bring the kids in for a couple hours to play for a nice event for them. We do a lot of corporate events. But yeah, it's fun for everybody. Everybody between 4 and 80 years old. So it's a great attraction for kids of all ages.
These games are all vintage. You never see these games anywhere. Only in private houses. Here they are in a commercial establishment. So my passion has always lied in fixing the games, collecting the games first off, because the games I collect, they have strong sentimental values of my youth. I connect, every time I look at the games I have in my house, I connect with a time that has long passed. I'm 45 years old. I lived a time which was every block had an arcade. 80s games. This is like 1980s, the late 70s. It was just a fabulous time for this. You would see establishments like this. Every town had like 3 or 4 establishments like this. Now there's nothing. Sadly, there's nothing.
With a mix of new and classic arcade games, the museum attracts customers from all ages with its nostalgic flair.
Well, it's very unique. It's only one of 2 places like it in the country. And this building needed something in it, and they did a great job.
Well, realistically, it's a pull because grandma and grandpa, sometimes are watching the kids during the day, and they'll bring them in, and the kids they love the games. I mean, everybody loves games, and everybody likes competition. They can play against somebody else.
It's the best place ever.
After harboring classic video games for every generation to enjoy, the Silver Ball Museum has brought virtual icons and old-fashioned fun back to life. This has been Amanda Acosta reporting.
With everything going on in the world, people have started to become more cautious when listening to the news. Realizing that in the media, lies can be morphed into truths and that everything isn't as it seems, the audiences of these news stations have lost their trust, which poses a big threat to media and journalism as we know it. Maria McCormick has more details.
Here at FSPA, the integrity of journalism is often called into question. We journalists are taught to report objectively. In 2016, Huffington Post reported that only 6% of people say they have faith in the media. Trust, credibility, and biased opinions are big factors as to why the public has lost some respect for the field of journalism. But unreliable stories don't just come from small sources. Some of the most reputable news reporters, such as NBC News' Brian Williams, have been caught in big lies. Other major news stations, such as CNN and Fox News, have been known to lean toward a political party's agenda in their content. But we, as the future generation of journalists, have the power to restore integrity in the media. By sticking to our foundation of ethics, journalism can restore its respect. This has been Maria McCormick reporting.
Now that we've been caught up on all this past month, we reached the end of our show. This has been Amanda Martinez
and Louis Ackermans. Have a great day.